coming to you from the Lydia Media Studios in the heart of Lewiston, Auburn.
It's Lydia's Lunch Bunch.
LA's afternoon morning show with Mark and Pam. We're covering news and events in the greater LA area and talking to the people making a difference in our community. Feel free to share your comments, questions, or suggestions via email at podcast@lydiamediallc.com.
Today's show is brought to you by DeBlois Electric, building lasting relationships since 1967. From home to business, DeBlois Electric offers repairs, upgrades, standby generators, EV chargers, and heat pumps. No job is too big or too small for their fully trained licensed technicians. Visit DeBloisElectric.com. And by Ruper's Beverage and Redemption. When it comes to beer, wine, and spirits, don't botch it, squatch it. At 4 locations in Lewiston, Auburn, and Oxford. Learn more at rupersbeverage.com. And remember, the party starts at Ruper's.
We have the pleasure of being joined in studio today by the Vice President of Schiavi Group, Anna Sear. Good morning, Anna.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Excellent. Thanks for joining us today. And Sales Manager for Coastline Homes, Shannon White. Good morning.
Good morning.
How's it going?
Good. How are you?
Good. You're very excited to be here.
Yes.
I can tell.
Is this very early for you?
I'm up early, but very nervous.
Oh, no reason to be nervous. We're harmless.
Yeah.
We are going to talk to Anna and Shannon all about Schiavi and Coastline coming up here in just a bit. But before we get there, let's take a look at some headlines for Thursday, September 18th.
Maine Secretary of State Shanna Bellows has once again told the U.S. Department of Justice to go jump in the Gulf of Maine after the department filed a lawsuit against her and the state for failing to provide statewide voter registration list. Bellows said she refuses to share voters' information without an explanation of what the data would be used for, who would have access to it, and how it would be stored.
The Auburn City Council has determined that the former shoe factory known as The Barn on Minot Avenue is unsafe. Officials say it is not structurally sound and is also a fire hazard. A Chinese investment group purchased the building in 2015 with plans to create a medical facility. The owners will work with the city to reuse the property.
The Sun Journal reports that a Maine mother is suing the makers of popular video games Roblox, Minecraft, and Fortnite. Casey Henderson alleges their games are addictive and pose safety concerns. She also claims the corporations have concealed the risks of excessive gaming from parents, exploiting a system of endless puzzles and add-on purchases that make it harder for kids to log off.
Now let's take a look at the weather.
The weather.
And I think we're going to we haven't heard from Alex in a while, so we're going to play Alex's jingle.
Weather, weather, weather. Weather, 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 weather. Weather, weather is the best. Is the best. Weather, weather, weather.
A mixture of sun and clouds today with a high of 77 and a low of 54. And a stretch of beautiful fall weather begins with plenty of sunshine on Friday with highs in the 70s. And sunny skies continue throughout the weekend with highs in the mid-60s.
Ooh, I love it.
Bring it on.
Yes. How about sports?
How about it?
The Red Sox beat the Athletics 5-4 in 10 innings. They'll play again this afternoon at 1:30 at Fenway Park.
Central Maine Community College men's soccer will visit Southern Maine Community College this afternoon at 4 p.m.
The Maine Nordiques face off against the stinking New Jersey Titans.
There we
at
go.
Norway Savings Bank Arena on Friday and Saturday nights.
The Lewiston Maniacs host the Boston Junior Bruins tomorrow night and the Islanders Hockey Club on Saturday at the Colisée in Lewiston.
Who to choose?
Right?
The Patriots host the Pittsburgh Steelers on Sunday afternoon.
Just have to cross the bridge, between periods and stuff and hope they jive.
They should have TVs of each other's games.
That's right. That's your news, weather, and sports. And right now it's time for the podcast segment that is sweeping the Twin Cities. It's time for famous people birthdays.
They're famous. It's their birthdays. It's famous people birthdays. It's famous people birthdays.
Let's take a look at FPBs for September the 18th, shall we?
Yes.
All right. We're going to start off with comedian Jason Sudeikis. He's on Ted Lasso, which is on, I think it's on Apple TV.
I've never seen it.
Yeah,
Heard
hugely
of it.
popular show. Yeah. And he was also on Saturday Night Live. Started out as a writer and then became a cast member from 2005 to 2013. Some of his most famous characters include Joe Biden and Mitt Romney.
Yes.
Jason is 50 years old today.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, he was also in We're the Millers with Jennifer Aniston.
That was a good movie.
Yeah.
When they start singing Waterfalls.
Yeah, good stuff. Jada Pinkett Smith is 54 years old today. I'm not going to mention anything about G.I. Jane because you never know where Will Smith might be hiding.
Yes.
Yes. So
Wanna be smacked.
Jada landed her big break on the sitcom A Different World in 1991. She also starred in Menace to Society in 93 and The Nutty Professor in 96.
Those are one extremes to the other, aren't
Right? Yeah, and then she did a Scream movie. She was in Scream 2. Actor and talk show host Aisha Tyler is 55 years old today. I know her because she's on one of my favorite animated TV shows. It's called Archer, and she plays a character called Lana Kane. Anyone familiar?
No.
No.
It's worth a watch if you like. Well, it's adult humor. I'll leave it at that.
It's animated, but
It
it's
is
not
animated,
for kids.
just like South Park, right? Not for kids.
No.
Singer Ricky Bell of Belle Biv DeVoe and New Edition is 58 years old today.
Is he the Belle in Belle Biv DeVoe?
Thank you, Pam. I was just going to mention that because there is a lot of confusion around that.
Yes.
A lot of people think he's DeVoe, but
Oh.
he's not.
No.
He is the Belle in Belle Biv DeVoe.
Got it.
Yes. Make a note. Put it in your phone.
Okay.
Actor Holly Robinson Peete is 61 years old today. She starred in Hangin' with Mr. Cooper, and she also played Judy Hoffs on the Fox Police drama 21 Jump Street. And rounding out FPBs for September the 18th is singer and actor Frankie Avalon,
Aw.
who is 85 years old
85
today.
years young.
Young. His big hits include Venus, which came out in 1959, and Y, which came out in 1960. And he also had a supporting role in the movie Grease,
Yes.
where he sang Beauty School
I
Dropout.
remember that.
Those are your FPBs for September the 18th. Now let's take a look at some OTDs. It happened on this day. It happened on this day. It happened on this day. Anna, you look like you're in pain. What happened?
Wow, that was a high note.
Yeah, that was. And I'll tell you what, no auto-tune on that. It's all, I don't know who sang it,
I'm
but
impressed.
it's all the original singer.
I love the story. Tell them what your wife said when you showed her that song for the first time. What was her response?
I recorded it at my house. It was me, by the way. I don't know if you guys, it was not David Lee Roth. Okay? It was me. I came downstairs and I played it for her. Before I played it, I said, there are no words to describe what you're about to hear. And then I played it for her and she said, you are correct. Please go back upstairs. Oh, yeah.
Let's see. How about 21 years ago in 2004, Britney Spears married Kevin Federline. How'd that go?
Not well, I don't think.
They did have 2 kids together, and their divorce was finalized in 2007. Oh, that poor girl.
She's been through it.
I don't think anybody had her back growing up.
No,
Too
I
bad.
agree.
27 years ago on this day in 1999, the buddy cop movie Rush Hour was released, starring Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker.
I think that movie launched Chris Tucker, I think.
Think so?
He was really good in that, right?
He
Anna,
was.
you agree?
Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? Right? That was the movie.
That was. There's our newest soundbite.
Great. Oh, yes. You didn't read them the disclosure.
Oh, no, I'm going to play it for them. This is our official disclaimer, just so you ladies know anything you say can and will be used against you.
So just be forewarned.
Be careful with what
Everything you say is on the record and can be sound bitten.
It's
So-
on the record when Mark hits record.
That's right.
Yes.
So,
Oh,
all right.
there's another soundbite. You better
Game
cut
on.
that one out.
Game on, Anna. That was great. Yeah, so
Sarah's
whenever
gonna
we
be
have...
so bummed she missed that comment. Oh, that was great.
I was. I'm going to leave now.
You can't. You have to edit.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm going to think about leaving.
Okay, back to it. Let's see. 40 years ago on this day in 1985, the first top 10 list was done on Late Night with David Letterman. The topic was the top 10 things that almost rhyme with peas.
I think we should resurrect the top 10 list for the
Yes,
show.
that would be fun.
We could come up with categories like that.
That almost rhyme with
Yeah.
peas.
I remember one of them. I saw that show. I remember one of them was rice.
It's like, I just looked over at the positive pickle and I was like, pickle? That almost rhymes with peas. Oh, boy. Let's see. 42 years ago in 1983, Kiss appeared on MTV without their makeup for the first time. That must have been a sight. Everyone got a look at them and begged them to put it back on. Of course.
You guys Kiss fans?
No,
No?
a little bit.
A little bit?
A little bit.
Do you prefer them with or without makeup, Anna?
Oh gosh, probably with when they're performing,
Okay.
because then it's a persona.
Yeah.
But the whole Family Jewels reality show was amazing.
Really?
I think we watched all of them. Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
He's a very interesting person.
Yes. Have you ever seen them in concert?
No.
They put on a great show. I never get into their music, but they do put on a great show.
All right.
I mean, when you only know 3 chords, you got to make sure you blow stuff up on stage, right?
Fire must be involved. All right, 55 years ago in 1970, Jimi Hendrix was found dead in his London apartment at 27, the infamous number 27.
Yes. Jim Morrison, Janis Joplin, Kurt Cobain,
Amy Winehouse.
Amy Winehouse, yep.
And rounding out, 174 years ago in 1851, the first issue of the New York Times went on sale at 2 cents a copy with the slogan, "All the news that fit to print."
Yep.
All right.
Back in the day, you
2 cents.
could get informed for 2 cents. Those are your FPBs and OTDs for September the 18th.
Whether you want a sit-down meal or a grab-and-go, Pat's Pizza in Auburn offers delicious sandwiches, pasta, salads, and pizza at family-friendly prices. Pat's Pizza, serving the L.A. area since 1985. Open daily from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. at 85 Center Street in Auburn. Online at patsauburn.com.
Hi, it's Donna Harris from Phoenix No Limits Karate with your daily safety tip. Think before posting. Your online words and photos last forever. Let's all do our best to keep our community safe.
Don't miss Central Maine Community College's open house and homecoming weekend on Saturday, September 27th. Whether you're a future Mustang, proud alum, supportive family member, or a community friend, there's something for you. Visit cmcc.edu/homecoming for details and the full schedule.
Now, we shift focus fully to our guests in studio. Vice President of Schiavi Group, Anna Sear, and Sales Manager for Coastline Homes, Shannon White. You ladies are here to talk about a merger.
Yes.
All right, what's going on? Who wants to take that one? Anna, looks like you.
Yeah, sure. Coastline Homes is a sales location that we opened in 2017. And as the industry has changed, we have made the decision to kind of go back to our roots and bring Coastline Homes back under the Schiavi umbrella and go back to Schiavi Homes. So we will be back to our infamous lot models, the experience that customers had with multiple homes all in one location. If you're in the Oxford Hills area and you've ever shopped the houses, Schiavi has a reputation for having all of the houses and they're all decorated beautifully. And we're kind of going back to that with everything being on one sales lot again. So
Yeah. Well, that's
very
more
excited about it.
convenient.
Yes,
right?
it is. It is.
Yeah. And for our listeners who may not be familiar with Schiavi Homes, can you explain what they're all about?
At Schiavi, we have modular homes that people can pick the floor plan they want. They get to pick their colors, their finishes, and we have a team that ends up, once the houses get here, continuing to build them, put them together. At Coastline, we have the mobile homes, so double wides and single wides. Again, they can pick their floor plan, their colors, their finishes. For housing and how expensive it's gotten, mobile homes are probably more affordable for the majority of the people that are out there for like a starter home.
I've been in the industry since '98, so I've seen the growth of the industry. Modular homes started probably in the 80s. HUD started in 1965, which is what mobile homes are built on. It is a code specifically for that, and it's governed by the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development, which is HUD. And so that was how the industry kind of got started with this whole mass housing and building in factories. And then in, I would say, probably late 70s, early 80s, someone had the idea, if we have these manufacturing lines, why can't we build to BOCA code, which is what traditional housing is built to, and just build the components and ship them to site? So they started doing that as well. So we have the HUD code and the BOCA code. Modular kind of went a little crazy in the early 2000s, and I think kind of got away from their roots with this idea that we can do everything for everybody. And it changed the industry a lot. Prior to this, it was a set specification. These were the brands that you used. These were the options that you had. And there was this big push to compete against traditional stick builders, and everything was customized. And it kind of diluted their buying power, and it made the prices uncompetitive. And you also have, in these facilities, people work there for their entire life. So throughout that, the labor costs continue to go up, whereas, traditional stick builders hire a crew to work that build, and then at the end they kind of start over. So it's kind of like a reset of those salaries, and you don't have that in the factory. So modular housing became fairly expensive, and more recently, I think everybody has realized, no, we need to be competitive. We need to. So we've kind of everybody's kind of gone back to their roots on that, and it's now, okay, here's the specifications. These are the brands that we use. This is what we offer, and it's not, the door's wide open to everything that you want to build. Yeah. So, that's the big difference between modular and HUD code is or modular and HUD technology. It's the code that it's built to. Modular is built to BOCA code, which is the same as any traditional built, and mobile homes are built to the HUD code. So.
Interesting.
Gotcha.
That was a long explanation that will probably get completely cut out.
No, not at all.
It was interesting to me because, it's interesting to know kind of the history of modular, really, because, there was a big push for it, and then, you saw it kind of scale back a little bit. Yeah,
and I think it's interesting to see, because I've been in the industry for so long, the way things are kind of swinging back the other way of, let's stick to what we do well and limit customers to, okay, this is what we offer you, and if that doesn't work, then maybe we're not a good fit for you. And it's industry-wide. It's not just, we're doing the same thing where we went from Schiavi Homes to Schiavi Home Builders to Schiavi Custom Builders. And now we're going back to Schiavi Homes because the industry as a whole has changed. And it's all in the state of Maine right now. By 2030, we're going to be 86,000 homes short. That is a massive, we already have a homeless, or a displaced families problem. And, to face that, it's a big problem. And, HUD homes and modular homes can help solve that. Even though we have this shortage in homes, when you look at the numbers of what was being built in 2006, which was the peak for residential construction in Maine, we are thousands of homes short still, even though there is this massive housing shortage. It doesn't really make sense, and I think it comes down to affordability and people being able to get through the process easily. So it's all about, getting back to the way things were in the early 2000s when it was quick and easy.
Quick and easy.
Quick and easy.
Yes, that's what we're all about. What are some of the price differences between modular and mobile homes?
Mobile homes, you can get just the home only, anywhere from like $80,000 up to $220,000. The modular homes, for a smaller home, we see them starting anywhere from like $245,000 all the way up, and just the home only. It doesn't count the site work, septic well, any of that.
And by all the way up, you mean
sky's the limit.
Custom builds. And
You can be over $1 million in a modular home easily.
Holy smokes.
Yep. Yep. Again, not necessarily what the building that we want to be doing, but it's definitely possible to do that. So
on your lots, you have display models,
Yes.
right? And you also custom build. So if somebody walks into that display model, they can be like, I want this exact model, and you can make that happen. Yes. But they also can have a mobile home or a modular home custom built to their specifications. Is that correct?
The mobile homes are a little bit more strict on changes based on the way that they're built. You can't go in and say, I want these walls all moved around. I want bathrooms moved around. You can't do that.
Right.
But we have numerous floor plans so that you can kind of get what you're looking for. We can make some small changes. We have more ability to change the colors and the finishes versus where the walls go, where the bathroom goes.
Yeah. Shannon, how long have you been in this industry?
I have been in the real estate industry or housing industry a long time, but I've only worked at Schiavi Coastline for 6 months.
Anna, same question for you.
I started in the industry in 98.
So you've seen a lot of changes.
Yes.
Yes. And one of those changes that I have noticed is when it comes to mobile homes, when you would go into a mobile home in, say, the 90s, you would know it was a mobile home. Mm-hmm. Now I think you only know if you're outside of it because they are so nice on the inside.
Yes.
So correct.
Absolutely. Absolutely. The industry has definitely stepped up in a lot of ways. We have several different lines that can come with full drywall if you want. So once you're in the home, you're really going to have the same feel as a home that was, built on site. Another big change in the state of Maine is it used to be that they could restrict you placing a mobile home on a piece of property, and they cannot do that anymore. They can specify what your roof pitch needs to be and things like that, but they can't say you're not allowed to put a mobile home here. So the industry has definitely stepped up in a lot of ways. We're seeing these homes for new construction being compared to traditional built. If there aren't comps in the area, they're holding their value really, really well. We've had single wides that appraised for close to $300,000. Wow. And we've had double wides for pushing 400, I believe. So, I mean, it has changed so much.
That's amazing to me. Mm. 400,000 for a double wide.
It is crazy.
Nowadays,
right.
Probably it's not as much of a surprise, but
yeah.
Yeah. Are there any size limitations to a modular home?
Length for the components being shipped. You can't go over 76 feet long, but you can put multiple end to end if you need to. I don't know who needs a house that's longer than 76 feet long, but maybe. I don't know.
There's definitely somebody out there.
It's a crazy world, Anna. Things can happen.
And as far as width goes, we do have a unit on our sales lot at Schiavi's that is 18 feet wide. So that's, I think, the largest unit that we've ever shipped. It's a big one. It's
big one.
What's the process for building a custom home through Schiavi? From start to finish, how long does that take? What is the process like?
We kind of work off the customer's timeline as well as what our construction timeline is. When someone first contacts us, we kind of get information on what they're looking for. One of us will sit down, talk to them, pick out like their floor plan, and then we go through, pick out like their colors, their finishes. We get a price from the manufacturer, and if they have land, it's much easier. If they have to find land, it can take a lot longer. Once they're ready to go, and the home can be built 8 to 12 weeks and then get shipped up here. So it kind of depends upon when they're ready and how far out we are. Like, we're not somebody where the house is built in 8 weeks, and in 8 weeks we can get it there because our crew is booked. So we are about 4 months out. Like, we're booking into January now.
Mm-hmm. That's going to be fun to set a house in January.
Oh, yes.
In Maine.
Yes, the crew loves that.
Yes, I'm sure.
Yeah. We're inside where it's warm. It's okay.
Yeah, that's their job out there. Let them do it.
I will say they do appreciate working all winter long because a lot of crews get laid off in the winter, and we try to make sure that they have work all winter long. So.
Yeah. I'm looking at some of the models on the Schiavi website. It seems like there are absolutely no limitations as to what you can achieve with a modular design.
Yeah.
Wraparound porches, 3 stories. It's just incredible stuff.
Yeah.
You gonna buy a new house, Mark?
I'm thinking about it. How much does it cost to demo a house?
It's really not that bad.
Really?
You'd be surprised. It just goes in a can and gets hauled off. So.
Goes in a can.
Goes in a
There's
can.
a sound bite for you.
All right, we're going to be talking after the show. I got a couple options here. They are fantastic. Anna, what was your inspiration for getting into this industry back in 98?
Oh, gosh, yeah. So I grew up in construction. My family had a carpentry business when I was younger. They did vinyl siding in the 80s. And so my summers were spent on construction sites. And when I was in high school, they had a computer-aided drafting class, and I took that. It was very interesting. And at that time, Oxford had 3 different manufacturing facilities for mobile and modulars. So I kind of was looking around thinking, I can get a job pretty easy. So I went to Central Maine Community College, got a 2-year degree for architectural civil engineering, and started at Oxford Homes in their engineering department. Wow. Yep. Cool. I only lasted in engineering about 6 months, and actually not even that, I think it was about 3. And when I gave my notice, my boss said, I knew you had too much personality to be in engineering. And to this day, I don't know if it was an insult or a compliment.
Do you like what you're doing now?
I do. Yeah. I love it. It's changed a lot. I started in engineering, and I went to sales at Kaiser Industries, and then took some time off because my husband was deployed, and I had 2 kids at home, and landed at Schiavi's, and I've loved it. I started there in 2009, and just I started at 25 hours a week, and here I am as vice president. So,
Nice.
Yeah.
And I think for both of you, you get to make dreams come true.
Oh yeah,
We do.
For people on pretty much a daily basis, right?
Yes.
What is that like for you, Shannon?
That's the part I love. Being able to help somebody who felt like they couldn't have a house, and being able to see them actually get a house, pick what they want, and then being able to, they come back and tell you how great they are, how happy they are. They just, a whole bunch of them come in and talk to us still just to tell us how things are going and connect with us. We've built some great relationships, and it is amazing to be able to see people get into a home when they didn't think that they could.
Yeah, not only giving them the ability to get into a home, but to let them customize it too. That's such a huge part, I think, because then it's theirs. They really had some input into it, and that's nice.
Have either of you ever had a customer that had a request that was just not doable?
A couple already.
You don't have to mention names, but we love to hear these stories. We have contractors on, and that's one of our favorite questions. What is the worst DIY job you've ever seen, for a plumber or an electrician? And, there are some doozies out there.
Sure are.
Yeah. I had one person come in, and he took pictures from our book of each mobile home and cut and pasted them to what he wanted. And I was like, I will see if our manufacturer can do that, but I'm I think that's more of a modular, which I can help you with, but It's not in that price range of a mobile home.
Right.
And our manufacturer could not do what he wanted. And he didn't want to spend the price of a modular. So hopefully one day he comes around and realizes that if he wants a mobile home at that price, we just can't take all the walls down and make the floor a step down, and it just isn't possible.
I'm sorry, sir. The indoor tennis court is a no. This is exciting stuff. The merger is exciting. You're going back to your roots with Schiavi Homes. What is the feeling like around Schiavi? What is the feeling like around the office there? Is it exciting?
It is. It is. I think everyone is excited to be back under one roof. When we set Coastline up, we're only, a mile and a half apart, the 2 offices. But a lot of communication happens over the phone, or we use Teams a lot, so it's texting, and you kind of miss that face-to-face interaction. So, and the construction team doesn't really meet those customers even in passing until after they've signed contract. And so we're kind of excited to get all under one roof where we can, see each other day to day and check in with each other. And I don't think people realize how much you pick up just in nuances, facial expressions and things like that. And we're excited to have that back with that sales team that's going to be moving into the office. So, yeah.
Growth
There's
is
a
good.
lot to be said for in person.
Absolutely.
That's why Pam and I have this huge monitor between us. That's why I'm still employed.
So you can't see my facial expressions.
What is it about Oxford that makes it the hub for mobile and modular homes?
Honestly, I don't know exactly how it got started. I know I'm going to give somebody a little bit of a pat on the back here that maybe I shouldn't mention, but I know Schiavi Homes and Twin Town Homes both started in 1950s. Wow. And that was at the very, very beginning of the mobile home industry. So, and I think that just kind of got it started. And then Oxford and Burlington, somebody just kind of got the idea of, hey, why are we shipping all these homes from Pennsylvania? We can do it right here. Right. So they built those plants, and it just kind of grew from there, it seems like. So, yeah.
It is true. Like the whole section of 26.
Yeah.
One after the other. You're like, okay.
And it's actually about half what it was in early 2000s.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. A lot of businesses just didn't make it through the housing collapse in the 2000s and then COVID. And so, yeah, it's changed a lot.
Is there anything that potential clients or customers should know about purchasing modular or mobile homes? And it looks like you have something.
I'll take this one. So I think a lot of people assume that because the home is coming in components that we have more control over the timeline and the completion and things like that. I think what homeowners need to understand is that this is construction. There are going to be hurdles in the construction process. We're building a home. Even if the components are coming, 90%, there's still a lot of coordinating that's going on site. We have a lot of experience navigating all of this, and we'll get you to the finish line. It just may not be the smooth journey that you envision. I think people have rose-colored glasses, and we want them to, because it is exciting. You are going to get your new home. It is going to be the home that you dreamt of, but the process may be a little bumpy along the way. Does that make sense? Yeah. I mean, I don't want to deter anybody, but it's not the same as real estate where you buy a home and you get to move in, and it's just done, and it's a really quick process. Building a home. There's a lot of stuff going on. Yeah. So.
Plus the site work, too.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. And coordinating it all. It's site work and utilities, and you're dealing with, Central Maine Power and possibly the town for the sewer and the water, and code enforcement, which only works 2 days a week and sometimes only on this day. And, there's a lot. And then bank inspectors. And, something that I remind our team all the time is, since COVID, there is a very big labor shortage. And it hasn't gone away. We've just all given up trying to hire. So every business, every company is short-staffed, and every employee is maxed. Their bandwidth is maxed. So it makes sense that what used to take a week is now taking a couple weeks. What used to, somebody used to reply within hours. Well, it might be, 4 days before they get back to you, because everyone is maxed out. And I think showing everybody a little grace is something that we need to remember to do. But we're all maxed out, so there is no grace to give.
It's great advice just for daily life as well.
Absolutely.
Show people a little grace.
Yes.
Absolutely. Aside from the labor shortage, did COVID have any other adverse impacts on your industry?
It definitely sold all of our lot models because you couldn't get them up here.
Yeah.
So, and that's what people remember Schiavi for, is you had so many houses I could walk through. Where are they? Yeah. And
they were sold.
They
right.
were.
Well, people are living in them.
Yeah. People are living in
We'll
them.
give you their address. You go check it out.
COVID, I think it had an impact on every industry. Housing pre-COVID, I would say, has doubled in price. So, we're not going to have the same level of model homes because it costs twice as much to have those homes sitting on our lot. So, we have to, business has to evolve just like any business does. And COVID definitely, it coupled with this migration north for Maine, it seemed like the gates opened and everybody moved here.
Right.
So, which exacerbated our housing shortage. So the demand is really high, but labor is still a little short. So we should be booming. We should be, it should be a seller's market, but buyers still have a pretty good, hold of control on the market because of, the labor shortages and who can get financed and who can. And
It was quite the monkey wrench that was thrown into our lives.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Anna and Shannon, is there anything else about modular or mobile homes or the merger that you would like our listeners to know before we move on?
I think we're all excited for the merger. We will be moving up to Schiavi on Monday. People can come see us at both locations until then. And we still, of course, want people to come see us at Schiavi for the mobile homes. So we're excited, and we're excited to continue helping people get into homes.
So this coming Monday is the official
U-Haul is rented, and we are moving.
boy.
Moving day.
So exciting.
Our office is sold. We have to move.
We have no choice.
It's non-negotiable. Anna, any parting words?
Oh gosh, yeah, come visit us. It's exciting right now. You can come in and see the process as it happens, and if you get in early, then you can help hang the pictures on the wall and all of that stuff. See all the behind the scenes stuff.
Sounds awesome. Where can folks go online to learn more?
So right now we still have SchiaviCustom.com up, and we still have CLH Oxford, and those web addresses will still be up. We'll probably forward them to the new web address when everything is established. We're on Facebook, both Schiavi Custom and CLH Oxford. Yeah, we're all over the place.
Next year marks 30 years of Uncle Andy's Digest. What started as a beloved print publication has grown into Lydia Media, a full-service marketing partner helping local businesses thrive. From LA Metro Magazine and the Lydia's Lunch Bunch podcast to social media management, website design, and advertising across all platforms, we've got your marketing needs covered. If you're a business making a difference in our community, let's connect. Lydia Media is here to tell your story and help you grow. Lydia Media, in business, for business. Learn more at lydiamediallc.com.
We'd like to close the show with a segment called 3 Random Questions, where we're going to ask you ladies questions that have nothing to do with anything we've talked about. We just want to get to know you a little better. Sound good?
All right.
You in? Anna, you in? All right. Okay, we'll start with Shannon on this one. Shannon, what's your favorite way to unwind after a busy day?
Is this the week I have my daughter or the week I don't?
Your choice.
Well, when I don't have her, I like to go out to supper and have a beer with my friends.
Do you have a favorite beer? Craft beer, domestic beer? What's going on there?
I'm kind of a Coors Light girl.
I was gonna say, you're basic, aren't you?
I am. Basic girl.
You get along great with Steve Samard over here. That's pretty much all he drinks,
Coors
right?
Light.
Yeah.
Give me a Coors Light.
Yeah. All right.
Two. Yeah. What's the favorite restaurant?
I think I've been to every single one around here so often that I've been merging down to Portland now because I'm these are all saturated. I've been to them. We go out every other week, multiple days. So I'm
I'm in that same boat. We're where are we going this time?
You can all eat the same food so much.
That's right.
That's funny. You're migrating to Portland. We're migrating to Lewiston, Auburn.
I'll send you an email later of all the good ones.
Yeah. I'm sure Pam could help too.
I know nothing.
Anna, same question. What's your favorite way to unwind after a busy day?
Oh, gosh. Right now we're binge watching Good Doctor.
Good show.
So, yeah, that's a good show. I love to read, so I tend to read a couple chapters of whatever and watch TV with my husband.
All right. Relaxing nights.
Yeah.
All right, Anna, we'll start with you this time. If you could have dinner with anyone famous, dead or alive, who would you choose?
Oh, that is hard. Who would I choose?
And if you choose a dead person, they would be alive at the time of the dinner.
Dark always clarifies for me.
yes.
I kind of assume.
Otherwise, it's weird.
That would be very weird.
Very weird.
I don't think they'd serve you.
No.
Gosh, who would I choose? I'm getting choked up. Probably my grandfather.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'd like to go back and have some moments with him and ask him some things. So, yeah.
Nice. How about you, Shannon?
I was picking Marilyn Monroe.
Oh.
Wow.
She's spunky.
Yeah.
She kind of set the way for some females to
100%. She was an interesting person. I'd watched a documentary on her, and Again, same thing. Like, she didn't have any family. There was no, kind of roots for her. So she kind of floated.
Yep.
And
on
I
her
think
own.
that would be a hard thing to do when you're in the spotlight like that. So, but yeah, I agree. She's an interesting person.
And she seems like the type of lady who'd be really comfortable kicking back with a Coors Light.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, we'd probably have a good time.
I think you would. Yeah. Final question, and we will start with Shannon. Putting your professional skills aside, what could you teach someone to do today with 100% certainty?
I am teaching my daughters how to be a strong, independent female. I have one that's 20, and she's there. So hopefully I can do those same skills with the 12-year-old and get her there. Right. So,
well, the 12-year-old has the 20-year-old in you.
Yeah, she's got some fierce women in her life.
I like her odds. Anna, same question.
Oh, gosh. Something that I think everyone should learn. I don't know whether I could teach it, but the difference between thoughts and feelings.
Anna teaches us this at work.
Yes, I work on this a lot. We all like the term I feel like. Feelings are emotions or physical sensations in your body. They're not sentences. So when you say I feel like, that's a thought. And you can change your thoughts. So that's something that I think everybody should learn. And I work hard to teach people around me that.
That's a good one.
Very interesting. All right, ladies, you did it.
Yay.
You did the podcast.
I didn't swear once. I was so nervous.
You know what? We're still recording. You can change that in 2 seconds.
No.
Thanks for joining us today. Hope you had some fun.
We did. Thank you for having us.
Thank you so much. We appreciate this.
And thank you for sharing some valuable information as well. We truly appreciate it. Thanks to Ruper's Beverage and Redemption and DeBlois Electric for sponsoring today's episode. And if you'd like to be part of the Lydia's Lunch Bunch advertising family, reach out to Pam via email at pam@lydiamediallc.com.
Have a great day. And remember, don't bite your cat. And I will say I have bitten my cat.